apparently before I actually hit the go live button, now my camera's only, my phone's only showing a certain part of my camera. This is weird. Hold on, I'm gonna flip the camera on for a second to see if it does anything. Why is it only... It's only showing, my phone is like not filled up like it normally is. I don't see any chat or anything. What is going on here? I may have to restart. Live chat, I don't see, there it goes. Happy New Year! Hello, hello! Yeah, on my phone it's not full. It's my entire, like, my screen is like, it's weird. It's as long as this pen is, but it's only showing the video, like, that much of my... Hello, Samantha. Well, as long as it's coming across to you guys fine. I don't know what is going on. I did do horizontal, so when I started it, so hello, Tammy. Were any of you guys members before the new year? Oh, okay, there's Kimberly. It's still showing her green. Okay, I couldn't remember. I don't know who all my members are. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This screen is really driving me crazy because now the chat takes up like half of it. Well, I should say this is the last day, well, the first day of the new year, but it is the last day of my countdown box. Hello, Lisa. Oh, goodness, Lana. I'm so sorry. Alright, y'all. Here is my last thing to open. I'm so sad. I need something to open every day. I like all these cowls that I keep seeing pop up. Like, Kim is doing one with the breakfast stuff. That was fun to watch. No worries, Rebecca. It's fine. It's 99 cents, so it's, you know, I made it to where it was cheap because, honestly, I didn't really start this channel to make money, per se. If I did, I did, you know? And whatever money I do make, I want to put right back into the channel. Like, the money Erin sent me for the hats, you know? That she got from me. Oh, wow. That's sparkly yarn. Look, it's sparkly yarn. Celebrate sparkle yarn. So, what was I saying? Oh, Erin and the money that she sent. Like, I used the money that she sent me to pay for something yarn related for the channel or something. I can't remember exactly. No worries, Rebecca. Don't even worry about it. I can't remember if you were or not. It's totally fine. So these are browns and grays. And then you got a black in there. I love the sparkle. The sparkle makes this yarn for me because it's brown. Right? I think he did that on purpose. I really think he did that on purpose. Now, what am I going to make with this? I have no clue. It's a worsted weight yarn. It is not the same as the Christmas yarn, so now I have one skein of each. And those don't go well together. Nope. So this is Very Merry, and they're two different ones. This is worsted stripes, and this is worsted sparkle, or Celebrate Sparkle. There's no smell to them. 92% acrylic. This is 100% acrylic. You made a hat and dish towel topper with the Christmas one. Cool. Well, I'm gonna have to wait till next year to make something Christmassy. Although it kind of reminds me of poinsettias for some reason. The coloring. The yardage. I'm getting there. Sorry, Kimberly. So this is 92% acrylic, 8% polyester. It is 8 ounces, 489 yards. It would, Rebecca. It really would. It's 489, so I may have to get another one if they even still have this one. I don't know. I'll have to look. A hat and scarf would be pretty. Or you know what? A scarf with this, and then maybe like a solid from here for the hat. Because I don't know. I feel like this would be kind of too busy with this being a scarf and a hat. You know what I'm saying? Or I could somehow maybe get the solids from here and make like a scarf and hat set that interchange the two colors, the two skeins together, or the colors together, to where it's like, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of the solids all in the one piece. Right? Okie dokie. So, Kimberly, I have a surprise for you. So I sent Kimberly, apparently we were making the wrong, apparently I found and shared the wrong scarf on Marty's live the other day, and she got me the right one. But honestly, they're both beautiful and they're both the same thing. It's just a matter of which one you want to make. Well, I went ahead and continued making the one that I originally started with. Well, anyway, I sent a picture to her last night of the cinnamon cake that I started to show her what it's looking like, because it's looking kind of cool. I will say though that the color changes, at first I was like, yeah, just different stitches. You'll make a hat with it and see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it may look beautiful, Erin, with that fall colors. Because, I mean, stripes on a hat are fine. I just feel like it may be just too much if I were to do, like, if I were to get another skein of the exact stripe color, you know, striping color, where, you know, I just feel like it would be, I don't know, I just feel like one needs to be like a solid or a mix of the two or something. Okay, so when I showed her, I think I sent a picture of, like, this much done. Try to get to the bottom. There we go. Well, let's just say I'm almost done with my first cake. As of 12:15 last night, 12:30. So I think this stitch is turning out beautifully in this. So this is the surprise I have for you, Kimberly. It is I'm over halfway done with the scarf. Sorry, I had a hair pop into my view because I'm shedding. So this is what it started from. And it is, yeah, it's really pretty. This is what I have left. Y'all, if these little cinnamon swirl cakes actually sit and don't get moved around, they actually, for me, if they don't get messed with, they actually collapse. You know, the yarn pulls nicely from the center, and it keeps the outside, you know, to the outside. At least that's my experience. It was able to almost remain in its shape the whole time. And you can kind of see it's still kind of there, even from being moved around, but it's getting floppy. So I am going to just work on that while I talk with you guys. So I don't like this screen, y'all. It is. I love it. Take a drink of my coffee. I just fixed it before I came in here. So this is a little closer to the actual time that I'll be going live if I stick to doing this every morning. Yeah, they're really cool. So I will say they're soft, but worked up in this stitch, they're, I don't know how to explain it. They're not squishy, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't have that, like that to it. I don't know how to explain it. So Kim over at Fortunate Creations, she's doing a, she's taking those deck of cards with the granny squares on it, and she's going to make a blanket out of it over, so what she's going to do is she's going to make a blanket out of all the squares that she makes from the year. And I had been thinking yesterday, before I even knew that she was, I was like, you know what, I want to make a 6-inch square, and use 52 of them. No squish factor. No squish factor. Hello, Teresa. I don't know, my chat's not scrolling for some reason. There it goes. Okay, so I bought the deck of cards for myself, the Granny Square deck of cards, and I also have the written pattern book off of Kindle. And so I am going to do basically something really similar to what she's doing. But my thought was to do 1 square a week. Granted, I could get 1 square done in a day, but I'm not going to do that many. I figured 52 squares. No worries, Rebecca. That's why I was late yesterday getting on when I wanted to, because I got dishes done before I came on. So what I'm going to do is, I think 52 squares should make a decent size throw / blanket of 6-inch squares. So each month I'm going to make 4 squares, and then I don't think I'm going to attach them until the end. No, she doesn't, Kimberly. She's go, 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 go. I think a lot of us are like that, and that's why we all just kind of do so well together. But anyway, I'm going to make 6-inch squares, 1 for each month or week. So yeah, I know that some months there's, sometimes you get 5 weeks, but there's still 52 weeks in a year. So I'm going to do 1 a week, regardless, and I just got to pick a day. I don't know, what day should we do that works with, like a cute little saying, like, weave it in Wednesday, So what day could I do Granny Square Thursday? I don't know, it flows. Or Granny Square Tuesday, I don't know. So I could make, I'll come on and I'll pick my square for the day. You guys could do this along with me if you want. I was actually thinking of doing, instead of doing the squares like Kim's doing, where she's trying to copy the colors from the card, I think I'm gonna pick my own color scheme. I'm gonna go see what I have in my stash and make it my own color scheme. So like, most 6-inch Granny Square are gonna be, well, see, the thing is I can't really figure out my colors until I get the deck of cards, because I don't know what the most amount of colors are gonna be on one versus another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the colors to flow well. So, but if I get a card that has 7 color changes on it, do I want to do, I don't think there'll ever be 7 color changes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that I want to have 7 colors for the blanket. I don't know. So I might do like 3 or 5 colors, and then just figure out a way to alternate the colors within that 1 square and make it look nice, Would that be something you guys would be interested in doing with me, is making a blanket from squares? Because I know Juan, he has an amazing what's it called? Join method on his channel, that he joins squares together really. Now, I mean, he's not the inventor of it, but he explains it very well. Does a very good job at explaining it, and so I can send you guys over to that video to show you how I plan on joining the squares, because I don't like joining squares. So I'm thinking, I don't know, how many colors do we want to choose for a Granny Square, Odd numbers are visually appealing to the brain. It's just biologically in us that, and I remember hearing somewhere where, from a candle company, it wasn't the Scentsy or anything like that, it was an older candle company that's been around for a while, and they were talking about how when you decorate, you want to decorate in odd numbers, so 3s, 5s, 7s, because you can typically you can take one in the middle and like balance it on either side. Well, Kimberly, let's challenge ourselves. You know, I don't like doing it either. You know, why not? And honestly, these squares, I'll find a basket somewhere around here or a project bag, and once I finish the square, tails and all, I'll throw it in the bag or the basket or the box, whatever I find to put them in, and it'll literally just sit on the floor until this time next year, a year from now, and next, January, whenever we decide to, or, we could join as we go, I suppose. I don't know. No, I think we'll just do it all at once. Just attach them all at once. Because he was able to take a bunch of squares that us members sent him and put them together in a very quick time. And I know he's a quick crocheter, but I feel like anybody with even just a beginner's amount of knowledge. Yeah, me too, Kimberly. Anybody with even just a beginner's knowledge of single crochets and chains should be able to do this. So, Teresa, if you head over to Juan the Yarn Addict's channel, you can search his videos, and I don't remember what it's titled, but if you look for, if you're on a computer and you go to somebody's channel page, there's a little search bar right below their picture, or right up, where all the tabs are with the videos, the lives, the playlists, the community tabs, the memberships. Right on the other end, there's a magnifying glass with a line. You can actually search that channel's page and their videos. Like if they have a ton of videos and you don't want to sit there and scroll through them all, you can actually search out their videos, and you can, or go to the YouTube search bar and say Juan the Yarn Addict join method, or maybe join method or something like that, joining method, and you should be able to find his video maybe. I don't remember how long ago he put that one out. It was, I believe he put it out in 2024. It's so crazy to say that we're in 2025 now. Sorry, this video, the way my phone, I don't know, something glitched out on it or something, because now it just, the way it's, I should screenshot it. It's kind of annoying. But you know what? If you guys are doing okay with it on your end, then we're good. Yeah, so if you just have your phone, just Google, not Google it, YouTube search it. I need to mix my coffee a little better. Oop. I just noticed that the bottom of it, it's starting to settle. But yeah, he has a really neat join method. And like I said, he is not the inventor of it, so it may sound or look familiar with it to you if you've seen it before. I want to say he single crochets chains and single crochets, like, I don't know, I'd have to go back and rewatch it. It's been so long since I watched it. So I'm anxious to get this done. I do have the cowl part done. So this is the tail. It said 20 inches. I went way beyond 20 inches because, you never know. I'm assuming I'm folding it like this, and it's going to go like this. Which, if that's the case, it's a little too tall for my neck. I'm not a huge fan of this much going on right here, but I think when I'm wearing it, I can always fold it down a little more too. So that's the cowl in the same stitch that I'm using for the scarf. I don't know, I was under the impression it was going to be a slightly different stitch in the two different pieces, but nope. They're using the same stitch in both pieces, which is fine. It's a really pretty stitch. Jeremy was on here, I think, yesterday, and he was saying it sounds like the lemon peel stitch, and honestly, I think it probably is. I don't remember the specifics of the lemon peel stitch, but I think this is pretty much the lemon peel stitch. The only thing I hate about long pieces is trying to flip them around. But that just means I'm getting closer and closer to being done with it. And I can't believe I've gotten this far done already. But I did not put it down. Oh, and Kimberly, thank you for reminding me to contact the designer. I did. She did get back to me. However, I'm still just as confused because there apparently is a typo or a error. But when she sent me the fix, I was still just as confused as I was before. Actually, I was probably more confused. In my mind, there's an entire round missing, but in her mind, she said she double checked it, and it matches up with the chart apparently, her written pattern. So I don't know what to do. Mine may just end up having an extra round, because I feel like in my brain it's not right if I don't do it, if the repeat isn't done correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, her instructions in the written pattern now are really not any different. All she did was added right after the split single crochet 2, she put a comma, and then she put split single crochet 1. There's nothing else added to it. Like, that was it. Just those 3 letters and a number 1. So in my mind, you're doing a split single crochet into the 3 stitches before the chain 2 space, which you could have easily said, but the round before that, you're doing that exact thing. You're doing into the last 3 before the chain 2 space. And the row where the error was, like, I don't know, I don't know what to do. If I should just follow the written instructions and keep going, or do it the way she explains it in the video, where there's supposed to be X amount of rows or rounds between increases. I don't know. I mean, it's turning out, I told her, I was like, I don't mean to be pestered or confused. I know. It's more or less a headache on what do I do. Do I keep going, the way the written pattern is, or do I fix it the way I think it should be fixed and keep going that way? Because literally, I'm just gonna add another round to it. A round that I think should be there, according to the way that the pattern is working up and the way she explains it in the video. I don't know. I'm excited to make it either way because it's really pretty. I don't think she's really understanding what I mean, though, and again, I may have asked it I may not have described it in the right way. So you're saying just keep going and follow it the way she has it? Or do it the way, follow because honestly, I can follow charts, typically. Right, I could, yep. I can usually follow charts, but the chart that's in here, they're a little confusing to me. I'm trying to find where the beginning one is. Follow her. Okay, so follow her recipe. Follow the chef's recipe, huh? There it is. So here is the way the chart looks. There's no straight rows. Like, I wish I had somebody here in person to look at this. That way I can't, because I don't want to show you guys on there and get in trouble. But, like, skip one and go into that. I'm going to have to draw lines through this so I can see where the rows are, because they kind of go like this. They kind of angle. They're not straight across. So that's why it's hard to follow. 23. Okay, so yeah, see, something's not right on here. I'm gonna have to go through. Like I said, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw lines through this. I can follow it. Again, it's just not straight lines. Well, basically, Teresa, it's just omitting a round. So, I mean, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna affect the overall, I don't think you're gonna even tell, to be honest. But, it's just, my brain is OCD, and it's like, there's that row missing. That round's missing. It's not gonna be right in your head, you know? Like, I'm gonna know it's not there. I'm gonna know that it's not the same as every other repeat area. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go and take a pencil and just draw lines through here and get my rows, because if I can visually see the rows separated, knock it off. If I can visually see the rows separated, I might be able to see where the mistake, if she even has a mistake in the chart. Because it would take me 10 minutes to get to round 4, or 24, not because that's where the round issue is. For me to start right here with you guys on the camera, or the video, it would take me forever to get to round 24 to follow these lines while I'm waiting, while you guys are here with me. So I don't want to keep you, because I will have to concentrate. I want to finish this though, that's the thing. Because it's going to look pretty. I mean, it looks pretty, y'all. It's a beautiful poncho. I just got to get this one section figured out. I don't know if it comes out. The printing isn't the greatest. So, but we'll get it figured out. Yes, it is going to be really pretty, Kimberly. I'm just, you know, it's just the OCD in me with that one little weirdness going on. Yeah, it's just weird how she just adds a comma, split single crochet 1. Like, it doesn't work, because you need a whole nother round to do that. Yes, Teresa, no matter what, it's going to look pretty. So, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get off here. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to figure out, I'm going to look at the chart and just follow it and see if there's an issue. I think it will too. I'm almost kind of wishing I would have ran this with another strand of yarn, because this feels really thin to me. I don't know that this is a true 4. Honestly, because there's points when I'm working on this that I'm like, man, I need some thickness, you know? It just feels so thin. But I'm used to working with, not bulky yarn, but like, I guess a thicker 4 yarn, or 2 together with my cotton, you know? So it's been a while since I've worked with one strand of yarn. So that's probably just it. I don't know. If I make another one of these, I will definitely probably make it with a, probably. I will most likely, there we go, that's the word I should use, the words I should use. I will most likely try to use either a double strand of 3s, of 3 weights together, double strand 3 weight together, or use a number 5 bulky like they intended. Ooh. You know what? I might make the other one, and I might make it in my Colorama Halo. But that's just as thin too, I think. It's supposed to be a bulky yarn because of the fuzz on it, but it's not. My coffee keeps separating. It's, you know, it's good coffee though. It's just separating for some reason from the creamer. The Colorama Halo, I think it is a 4. Is it? I don't know. It's downstairs. So I don't know. The Halo is very soft, and that's the other thing is I don't know if, you know. Oh, it is a 5. Okay, thank you, Erin. Because it's a 5 only because it has the Halo, but it's really truly a 4. Yes, Kimberly, like that's what I was just saying. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those yarns, but because it has a halo on it, they think they need to categorize it as a bulkier weight when it's not. I don't know. I don't know how that weight categorizing works. So, yo, I want to do... So, okay, so Kimberly, you might do the granny square crochet along with me. Make it a year-long project. I mean, I'll do other stuff too, because those granny squares are not going to take very long. Like, one a week, I'll have them done in like 30 minutes, you know? I'll have one done in like 30 minutes, so yay! So yeah, now I just gotta figure out what color I want to do. I have lots of yarn downstairs. Go ahead, Erin, please. Throw another idea up. Give me an idea. I need ideas. I crave ideas. I want to do things that you guys would be interested in participating in. I really like how everybody's doing these cows and mouths because it's the interaction between the channel and the people, you know, like I love that. And then doing like collabs with other creators, you know. You might use your scrap yarn. Hey, that works too, you know. I was just thinking that I would probably make mine in a color, not color controlled, but color controlled in a way, but a color theme, you know. Erin, I saw something about the garden flags. Yeah, the flags would be fun too. We could do that. That's easy enough to do because I just got to figure out how I want to do them. If I want to do them C2C style, if I want to do them Grafgan style. When I made my tree one, I made it in the knotted half double like the cat's meow, and that worked out pretty good. We could do that. What can we do for January though? What is a theme for January? I know it's winter, and I tried to do like a snowflake, but the amount of, if I did C2Cs, or even the knotted half double, the Grafgans, the amount of like bobbins we would have to make the different color changes throughout each row. And even it, you know, I was trying to figure out how to do it where you carry the yarn too with the knotted half double, because you can do it that way, but you would still need extra bobbins. You know, like what is a shape or what is something we could do for January that would say, okay, this is January's flag, you know, and it wouldn't require a whole lot of mess, you know? That's my issue with January. January's hard. February's easy. We can do a red heart, you know? Because it's, or pinks, you know, pinks and reds and purples for Valentine's for February. But yeah, January, I don't know what to do. I feel like when I think January, I think winter. I think blues and, you know, whites. You know, these colors. My chat is stuck on here. So I don't know what kind of image could we do, you know? Yeah, Erin, I like that idea too. I was thinking about possibly that, you know, where it's just white, silver, blues. Yeah, that's what I think when I think January, you know, winter. Yeah, we could do that too. What is January's birthstone? I don't remember. Mm-hmm. With a pop of sunshine. Garnet. And garnet's a reddish color, isn't it? I'm trying to think what I could do for January. Oh, goodness. I was thinking I could do like a teardrop shape with a blue background, but that looked like a blood drop. Because, you know, dark red garnet, that's the color of red blood, basically, almost. So a garnet teardrop would look like, you know, a blood drop on the flag. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into maybe doing surface crochet. So what I could do is like an oval, you know, like a gem. Do the blue background, some sort of blue background, like blue, like a find a variegated blue. I know there's gotta be one out there. Um, a variegated blue where it gives me all the different blue hues and it's just, you know, sprinkled with blues around it, not one solid blue color. Unless you wanted to do that. This is just what I'm visualizing. And then I do the gem in like an ovalish shape in the garnet color. And then I can take like black and make, you know, like, and surface crochet the cut. You know how you get those, how gems are cut to look like, you know, when they're cut for jewelry and they have those like corners and lines and stuff on them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Yeah, I tried that. I just don't know what, you know, keywords to use. I should just use January, winter, garnet, and then the colors that you put, white, silver, blues, and see what it comes up with. Oh, goodness. Well, now I have all my Hirschner's Afghan yarn, so now I see everything I have there. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with it all. The snowflake applique, yeah, that requires sewing it on, though. I don't know that I want to do that. Like, I'm not joking. When I was trying to figure out these flags that I've already done, I was trying to figure out a way to do them with as minimal tails and sewing as possible. So, like, the Christmas one, I was able to do the tree all in, well, I did the trunk in brown and then the rest in green. But I was able to do all the green without having to color change. Like, I could basically carry the green up as I went, and it was, you know, it turned out really nice. It was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but the knotted half double crochet is a very deceptive stitch. That almost sounded mean. But she is a deceptive stitch because you may start out with a chain this big or a foundation row this big, but when you start adding in that, okay, so however many stitches across you have, plan on that thing almost doubling in size, because when you put the knotted half double crochet on there, somehow or another, it does this. Because my cat's meow blanket grew way too big. And then when I did the Christmas tree flag, it's wide enough to fit the flag holder that I have for it, but it's really long. And I had issues with the wind blowing it all over the place and like twisting it up on itself and stuff. So I was like, I zip tied a couple of zip ties along the flagpole part of it so it can still slide and catch air and stuff. And it was still, you know, flipping it around, but it worked better having those zip ties holding it the one side to the pole. So I need, yeah, it's a learning process. But those are cute. I like that idea, Erin. I really do. That could be something else to do too. I just gotta come up with January's theme because I do need to switch that flag out. So it's perfect opportunity to do that, but it won't be done, you know, for me to enjoy it for all of January. So it may be something I enjoy for a short period of time and then I switch it out for February's. So occasionally I may do one that's seasonal, so that way I can get a little more time out of it. So like March will definitely be probably a shamrock. And then April and May may be spring Easter-ish. Or April may be Easter, and then May will be spring. So, yeah. I got time to figure all those out, because I still got to figure out January's. I honestly dropped the ball in thinking about what I was going to do for my January flag. But I had been thinking about it several weeks ago. I just completely forgot about it. Oh my goodness, Kimberly, you are asking a lot for me on that flag. With snowflakes around it. I would have to do specks of white, you know, like I'd have to put like, what I would probably do is take fabric paint and paint the snowflakes on it. Oh, that's not a bad idea. It would be a snowman. I don't know though how I would get his. Do you typically see snowman images without the arms? Because I feel like if I tried to do just the snowman part of it, where it's just the, you know, the round parts of the, it would just look like, I don't know, pile of snowballs, which it basically is. I like that, Kimberly. You got my gears turning. I'm gonna have to play with my Stitch Fiddle app and see if I can't come up with an image of a snowman of sorts to do. My thing is, though, is with the snowman, figuring out how to do all his parts, you know, to make it look like it. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I would do a snowman. Oh, yeah. The carnation. I would have to see if you could do a pixelated image of the carnation. You know, what it would look like. If it would even look like a carnation. Because carnations are pretty, but they're kind of like chaotic, like wiggly lines everywhere. Right? Like the petals are... There's a lot of petals. I don't know that I could do a pixelated... I could look, though. I will look. That's another good idea. But I do like the snowman idea. Because we would have the white, you know, for the snowman. I could almost crochet a scarf, a little tiny scarf, to actually, like, surface crochet onto him. And then the hat would be, you know, we could do a black hat with maybe a gold brim or yellow. Because, I mean, as long as the color changes are within the row, like, if I could do a row of gold, yellow, straight across, you know, that works. Hello, Dawn. Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping by and saying Happy New Year. By the way, y'all, if you are not aware, Juan will be live here shortly. He said 11 Eastern on his community tab, so that would be 10 o'clock my time, which is in about half an hour. So, and I'm going to be off here in about 15 minutes or so. Kimberly, you may have just hit the nail on the head with the snowman. Why I did not think of a snowman, I don't know why. This is why I have you on here. Thank you. Yeah, so we will do a JaiBees Crochet. So, it looks like I'm going to be changing my channel to JaiBees Crochet and More, because I want it to be a channel where I do all the different things that I do with crafts. And I don't do a ton of crafts. Crocheting is my number one, like, most often what I'll be doing. But I got myself a heat press to make t-shirts, and so I'm really excited to get that going soon, hopefully. So I'll have what was I trying to say there? I will have the ability to make t-shirts hopefully in the next couple weeks. Because I have to wait on a gift card to come from a rewards program that we do. A square along. Hey, I like that. A square along. A square a week along. A square a week along. That sounds like I'm talking like Native American or something. I'm not trying to make fun of them or anything, but like, it just sounds like one of those, you know, a square a week along. You know, like a, oh gosh, I can't think of it. Well, like the names that they give you, you know, like, I'm just gonna leave it alone before I get myself dug into a too deep of a hole. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, okay, so I need to write this stuff down before I forget. You know what? This is gonna be my, you know, actually, I might use Russ's notebook that I got. I use that and his pen. Where'd that pen go? Where's my pen? I need my pen. Hopefully it's in here. If not, it's in here. It's in one of these pouches. I think I might have stuck it in here because I was cleaning off my shelf. Ah, here it is. My pen. My Russ pen. My It's Raining Yarn pen. Okay, and then I need my notebook. My notebook. Okay, so we're gonna do the granny square blanket, make along, crochet along, whatever you call those. What did I call it? The square a week along. Crochet along. The square a week crochet along. That sounds a little better. Okay, so granny square a week. I need to come up with a better name. You know, one of those catchy names that everybody goes, oh yes, that's JaiBees Crochet's blanket crochet along that she's doing for the year. I know that's a really long crochet along, but you know what? We're doing one week, so we're gonna be able to stay busy for the most part with everything else that goes on in life. So granny square a week blanket, and then the snowman garden flag. See, I'm gonna have to find a simple silhouette image that I can use for that. Okay, am I missing anything else that I was gonna do? I don't think so. So this is my notebook from Mr. Russ. So cool looking. I've never had one where the clasp or the closure is, you know, this little leather strap thing. And then oops, can put the pen just like that. I love it. I just gotta figure out where to put this because I don't have a ton of room. Oh, that's gonna fall. There we go. Okay. Why is this not going? Sorry, y'all. I'm getting up in your face here. Gotta put my notebook down. Did I miss anything? A square along. Okay, square along was the last thing I saw. Okay, we're good. Oh, 4. There it goes. Okay, so anything else? I mean, we don't need to add on like a ton of crochet alongs, but you know, if you guys see like something that you want to, or something just pops in your head and you want to maybe bring it to my attention, go ahead, you know. I'm open to doing all kinds of things on with crochet and stuff on here. So I will say though that I don't know that I'm going to be an amigurumi person. There are lots of people out there that love to do it, and I honestly would love that for them and enjoy watching them. I just, again, I'm not a person that likes to sew things together, so I would rather just, I don't know. And that's why when I make my makes, that they're simple assembly. What is it called? Minimal assembly required. I almost need to pop this in the microwave for about 30 seconds to kind of... Oh, please, never apologize. Life happens on the other side of the screen, and trust me, I get it. I'm there. I got 3 kids that I homeschool. Oh, yeah. I don't mind the counting, Kimberly, for me, because, again, OCD brain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Rebecca, whew. I got a lot done on I got a stain on my shirt. I just realized that, y'all. Look. I don't know that this stain's coming out. Can you see it? That circle? I don't know where that came from. It's a perfect circle, too, so it was like something sat on it. And it's not wet. It's weird. Hello, Daphne. Happy New Year to you. Happy 2025. I hope it's a good year for you. I feel like it's going to be a great year for us, y'all. I see great things. You know, we got to put the good vibes out there, right? So, yeah, counting, like I was saying, Kimberly, my brain is very much a perfectionist, and so, like, if it says, like, with this, if it says to do 42 or whatever it was, I'm going to do that many, you know? I'm not one to stray from a pattern, typically. Unless it's, you know, if I mess up a stitch or something, I don't want to frog it out, and it's a fudgeable fix, then I'll do something like that. But, like, I cannot recall. I have only the border to do on my temperature blanket. Yay! That is so awesome, Rebecca. I can't wait to see that blanket done. The more and more I see people talk about the temperature blankets, the more and more I kind of want to do one. But I'm not ready for this year. I mean, I could start and, you know, catch up. But Amber and catching up, that don't happen very well. Oh, goodness. Like, I'm going to have this thing done. This turtleneck scarf done for the make-along that Juan's doing. Long before it's ever really... What's the word I'm looking for? So basically, it's just getting started now, and I'm going to have this thing done before it really gets started. You know, or before it gets going too much. Getting into it, or what? Ugh, can't talk. You are in the process of sewing a sweater together. I actually want to start a temperature blanket next. Yeah, I'm not ready for one this year, so I might have to think about it for next year. Well, yeah, that is true, Rebecca. You had somebody to do it with you. And I know a lot of people, I know I could probably find a crochet along out there to do it with. It's just, I haven't found one that I'm like, ooh, I need to do that one. You know, so you want to do a historical one. See, that would be fun to do because then you could kind of take your time on it, really. Like you could do the year you were born, or the year you were married, or the year you had your first child. See, my kids are all years apart, right? Obviously. So my first two are 2 years apart, and then my second and third children are 4 years apart. So I would love to be able to make a temperature. I would have to make 3 separate temperature blankets if I did one for each of my kids' years. This year you're doing a feels like temp blanket to show what our weather actually was like. Tunisian chevron pattern. Ooh. Yeah, and you don't have to keep up on the temperatures every day. I would love to maybe one day do one for each of my kids, but honestly, I don't know that they would want to keep a blanket like that. I mean, they like everything I make for them, so. Well, it seems like anyway. Oh, I just want to show y'all again. So, here's the cowl that I'm doing for the scarf. And then I just want you guys to visually see this. And I also kind of want to see it myself. Okay, my chat isn't moving again. Good vibes for 2025, Cal. For the blanket, the granny square blanket, Erin, I feel like I have one of those neck things on. You know, when you hurt your back or your neck. That's what it feels like to me. Oh, get up here, it's falling. Dude, that's cool looking, I think. Well, I can't get this part to lay flat for some reason. Because it's going to be attached somehow to this. So that, I did the gray for the cowl, and then, see, that's what I think. I think this just wouldn't have worked right here. You know what I'm saying? Like the striping that it has. It might have, but you would have only had a couple, because you gotta remember, you only have a couple of the stripes there, so it wouldn't be reversible. So there you go. There's a deconstructed scarf at the moment. But I feel like I have one of those neck pad things on. Those, you know what I'm saying? Those, oh, what are those? I don't, you know what I'm talking about. The neck thingies that people get when they injure their necks or backs to keep their heads, you know, from going forward or backwards. I do like this. I'm going to wash it after I'm done, though, and see if it softens up. It just, again, it doesn't have the squish factor to it, so it's kind of... Neck brace. There you go. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm the same way. So, you know, I may end up just making this for somebody else, you know, because I may put it on and go, yeah, no. As you can see, I don't like things around my neck. Well, I mean, not that you could tell from what I'm wearing, but you know, I'm always fidgeting with my neck. But my daughter doesn't care, so she may be the recipient. Who knows? I've just, over the years, I've gotten to where I'm very sensitive to what I wear. Like I'm fidgeting with my sleeves because they're not, you know, they're bothering me and they're not sitting in the right place, and I'm also getting cold, so I pull them down, and then I get warm, I pull them up, and then like this sleeve, the shoulder seam is actually lower than the shoulder. It's purposely meant to be like that, and this bugs me a little bit sometimes. So very, very, very OCD about my clothes. So that's why I'm like, I really want to make this scarf, and I think it's really pretty, but I just don't see myself actually using it. Oh my goodness. I don't look forward to that. Well, I wish you all very quick relief from that, and that it doesn't last much longer for you, that, you know, instead of it taking years to go by, that it would be done and over with for you as soon as possible. Because, you know, I wish all that all the time on people, that, you know, they can get what they need ASAP. Right. Yep. Yep. I still deal with that even now, but it's not true hot flashes or anything. So hello, Angela. I am at an hour, and I am actually going to be getting off of here because Juan is going to be live here in about 10 minutes. So if you guys aren't doing anything and want to hang out with Juan the Yarn Addict, he will be live on his channel. I think he said it around 11 Eastern, which is 10 Central. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to finish working on this, and, well, not finish it, but continue working on it, and then maybe pick up my poncho and figure out where I'm going to go from there on that thing. If you didn't hear the story about all that, you'll have to go back and watch the replay. It's very much a headache. But I will get it figured out, and I'll let you guys know what what I end up doing. So, friends, I've had fun. Thank you guys for coming. I should be able to be on here about 8:45, 9 o'clock tomorrow. You know, life permitting. And don't forget, it's always a beautiful day to be kind and positive, and go make something beautiful and have fun doing it. And we'll see y'all on our next one. Yes, potty break, go refuel, and I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I need to figure out how to do this where I'm not like sticking my finger in your face.